Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Williams. Running to Green. He's loose. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give is to Miller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab on the left side. Hits the crease. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. send the back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Missouri wants to go fast.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Hardy. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quick toss. It's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. They'll immediately call timeout. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Safe completion on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Quick release by the QB. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They believe they can run right here. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And this...
There he goes. Turning it on. He's at the 40. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that play?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second-level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 11 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Direct snap. Fouls through the defense. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give them some space. To the air on 1st down. Going to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver going in motion. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Sends it back in motion. He leaves it with his back. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's taking the shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running into the open space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. A run for the quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Defense in press coverage. To the ground. He's got it again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking downfield, it's Russell. Flips it out in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Motion from the back. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown tie. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the football.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for space to the left. Shakes off the defender. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play call.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes a connection. And the defense drags him down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's a seam wide open. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Bama! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 18 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. Give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the first.
Power ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.